You set an alarm for 7 a.m. You don't remember turning it off. It's 11 a.m. now, maybe 1 p.m. The light coming through the window looks almost aggressive, like it's judging you for still being here. And the first thought that comes isn't I overslept. It's why does this keep happening to me? Not once, not twice. This is the 5th day this week. Let's actually talk about that. Not the science class version where someone tells you to get 8 hours and go to bed on time. That advice is for people whose problem is sleep. This is for people whose problem is everything else, and sleep is just where it's hiding. Here's the thing. Almost nobody says out loud, sleeping too much isn't laziness. Laziness doesn't come with this much guilt attached. Laziness doesn't make you open your eyes, see that it's 2 p.m., and feel your stomach drop like you did something wrong just by existing unconscious for too long. Lazy people don't cry into a pillow at 3 p.m. wondering where the day went. That's not what this is. So what is it? When you're depressed, even a mild version, even the kind that hasn't been officially named yet, even the kind you keep explaining away as just stressed, your brain starts doing something quiet and sneaky. It starts treating sleep like a hiding spot. Think about what being awake actually demands from you. You have to feel things. You have to answer texts you don't have the energy for. You have to look like a functioning person in front of people, even when everything inside feels like static. But asleep, nothing is required of you there. No performance, no pretending, no decisions to make, no one waiting for a response. Sleep becomes the only place that doesn't ask anything from you at all. So your brain, in its own broken logic, says, stay here longer. It's safer here. And weirdly, it's not wrong. It's protecting you the only way it currently knows how. The problem is that the longer you stay hidden, the heavier the door gets when you finally try to open it again. Let's walk through the loop, because if you're watching this, you probably already know it by heart. You sleep to escape how you feel. You wake up, and the first 10 seconds are neutral. And then it hits you what time it is, and the guilt lands like a weight on your chest. Now there's shame stacked directly on top of whatever you were already carrying. The shame makes the day feel even more impossible than it already did. So you close your eyes again just for a minute, just to make the feeling go away. 10 hours turns into 12. Sometimes you're not even sleeping anymore by hour 9. You're just lying there, eyes closed, not present, not really resting either. Just gone, somewhere in between. And outside that room, the world does not slow down to match you. Messages pile up on your phone. Are you okay? Happen? Where were you today? You don't answer. Not because you don't care about the person texting you, but because the real answer, I slept because being awake hurt too much, feels impossible to type out and send to another human being. So instead you write, sorry, overslept LOL, like it's a scheduling issue. Like your alarm just didn't go off. It's not a scheduling issue. You know it. Some part of you has known it for a while. Here's something that needs to be said clearly, because I don't think it gets said enough. Needing extra sleep when you're struggling doesn't make you broken, doesn't make you weak, doesn't make you dramatic, and doesn't make you lazy. Your body is doing the only thing it currently knows how to do. With pain, it hasn't figured out how to process yet. It's shutting the lights off because it doesn't have another plan. That's not a character flaw. That's a nervous system trying, in its own clumsy way, to survive something. But here's the part that actually matters. The part I wish someone had said to me directly, instead of dancing around it with soft words. Rest that heals feels different from rest that hides. Healing rest, even after a long, deep sleep, you wake up a little lighter. Not fixed, not cured, just a little more able to face the day than you were the night before. Hiding rest is different. You wake up heavier every single time, like the mattress absorbed nothing and somehow just added more weight onto what you're already carrying. If it's the second kind, that's not something to feel more guilty about. It's just information, a signal worth noticing instead of ignoring. There's also a version of this that looks different from the outside. Maybe you're not sleeping 12 hours straight. Maybe you're sleeping a normal 8, but then taking naps that eat the whole afternoon. Maybe weekends disappear entirely. Friday night to Sunday evening, mostly unconscious, and Monday arrives feeling like you never actually got a break at all. Same loop, different shape. So what actually breaks it? It's not a stricter alarm clock across the room. It's not someone telling you to just get up, said like that's a simple one-step instruction. It starts smaller than any of that. Almost embarrassingly small. One small thing, not the whole day, just one small thing. Opening the curtains, even if you don't get out of bed yet. Putting your feet flat on the floor before your brain finishes arguing you out of it. Drinking a glass of water before you decide anything else about the day. Texting one person. Not the whole story, not an explanation, just, hey, having a hard time lately. Just cracking the door open a little. None of these fix anything by themselves. That's not the point. The point is that they're proof, small physical proof, that you can do something other than disappear. Because isolation is what feeds this loop the most. The more you disappear from people, the easier it becomes to keep disappearing. Each missed message makes the next one harder to answer. Each canceled plan makes the next invitation feel less likely to come. And the people around you, they're not always going to know how to ask the right way. Sometimes they'll say the wrong thing. Sometimes they'll say nothing at all because they're scared of making it worse. That doesn't mean you're alone in this. It just might mean that, at least the first time, you have to be the one who says something first. I'm not going to pretend this resolves itself after one motivational speech and a satisfying shot of someone throwing open the curtains at sunrise with music swelling in the background. It doesn't work like that. Real life doesn't have a swelling soundtrack. Some days, the most honest victory available to you is you got up 2 hours earlier than yesterday, or you answered one text, or you sat up in bed for 5 minutes before lying back down. That counts. That actually genuinely counts. Progress here doesn't look dramatic. It looks almost invisible from the outside, but you'll feel it. And if this has been going on for weeks, not days, if the sleep isn't just tiredness anymore, if it's become the only place you feel safe from everything else, that's worth bringing to another person. A doctor, a therapist, someone who's trained for exactly this. Not because you're too much for the people around you, not because this makes you a burden, but because you deserve real support. Not just a video on the internet telling you to open your curtains and hope for the best. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're not weak, and you're not making it up. You're just tired in a way that a nap can't fix. Because the tiredness was never really about sleep in the first place. And waking up, actually waking up, in every sense of the word, starts with one small, boring, unimpressive step. Not a leap, not a transformation. Just one foot on the floor. That's enough for today.